Does that work?
Now I'm a little jealous now.
Really? Touche.
But mostly fabulous.
All right.
Hey, fabulous.
Okay, let's talk about another inexplicable enigma. I don't think that it would have been as successful in the 80s if it had been called Inexplicable Enigmas.
You couldn't even say enigma.
Right, I mean,
you
Robert
said
Stack probably couldn't even say that.
enigma? Enigma?
There is,
No, Robert Stack.
in Russia, there is a shortwave radio station called UVB-76, also known as The Buzzer. Since the late 1970s, it has been broadcasting a short buzz tone, repeating... I actually kind of got that part like Robert Stack. This is the only part. A short buzz tone. He does that thing. That's the only part I can get. Repeating it 25 times per minute for 24 hours per day.
25 times per minute.
It sounds
24
like
hours a
this,
day.
Link.
Okay.
It's loading, Link.
Sounds like I'm driving in the rain and there's a semi-truck behind me blowing its horn.
Or constantly passing you with this horn.
No, there's no Doppler effect.
A little bit. Okay, so now first of all, many of you may already know about this.
This is a constant broadcast of that for 40 years?
Yeah, and this is a huge thing on the internet. This is one of those things that has been conjectured about. There's aficionados, there's websites you can go to that do a constant live stream of this station that has been doing this for over 30 years, like since the late 70s.
Oh, I thought you said 40.
Well, it's close to 40 years, so
okay.
Sometime in the late 70s. You don't know exactly when it started, but it was discovered and recorded in 1982, and it's been, this enigma ever since.
And it's just that?
It's just that. Here's some interesting details about it, though. So it's that, but then every once in a while, like very rarely, like not even every year, all of a sudden you'll hear somebody talking. Like a guy broke in and was like, UVB-76. He was Russian though. UVB-76, 75, 59, 75, 59. He went through a bunch of numbers and then he said a bunch of names. Tatiana, Oksana, Anna, Elena, Pavel, Shuka.
I think he's calling the roll.
Yeah, it's class. He's teaching class.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's, it's numbers and letters like a code, right? Well, this happened repeatedly, but there was also this weird thing that would happen. Somehow, like audio experts were able to establish that it was being recorded by a microphone. So literally there was a buzz, I don't know how they figured this out, but there was a buzzing sound that was being made by something that was being picked up by a microphone, and that was what was being broadcast. Because sometimes you would hear people talking in the background, saying things about like the research or something like that. Very Lost-ish.
Oh, wow.
Then people, it's this huge thing, so people started trying to triangulate this signal. They triangulated it to a military base in Russia. And in 2010, the signal source moved, and they shut down the military base where it had originally come from. And a group of urban explorers, is the way that the article describes it. There's an article on Daily Dot about this.
Okay.
Went to the triangulation spot and found a room where the signal had been emitting from, and it had a radio log for the frequency that UVB-76 was broadcast on. So it showed that, okay, somebody was here managing this. It was on a military base. So it kind of took a little bit of the mystery out of it.
Wow.
But then it moved to a new location, and now when they try to triangulate it, there's like 3 or 4 different locations around Russia that they can isolate it to, but not one. But another thing happened in 2010 when they moved the signal. Every month, they started getting a weird new broadcast. Sometimes it was like a snippet of Swan Lake. Sometimes it was a woman talking. And so it's more frequent. So
I mean, it could be a hoax. Anybody with a ham radio.
But for 40 years?
Well, people live that long.
So, but why would it be at a military base? So the prevailing explanation,
it's a code.
Because if you read this article on Daily Dot, you'll see that they also found a plaque somewhere in a military place, in a military building or a government building, that had the frequency and like kind of acknowledged that it was in use for government purposes, something like that. If you're an expert on this, you're going to know that I sound like an idiot. But the bottom line is the prevailing theory, and probably the best theory, is that it's being held for use by the Russian military. And the reason they put the on it is because it makes it an undesirable signal to use because they've basically they're
Commandeered it.
reserving it with these
Yeah.
buzzes.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, all these people are interested in it, and you can go. I don't know why you would want to have this like going. Maybe we can get some white noise here, and it would be this buzzing sound. We can just have it going.
It might be a recruiting mechanism for clue solvers, like the Imitation Game. I watched that recently.
I haven't seen that.
Oscar nominated.
Is that how it works?
I recommend the movie. I highly recommend the movie.
Wow. Is that how you have to recommend Oscar-nominated
I
movies?
highly
With that face?
recommend Imitation Game. It's such a great movie. Has anyone here seen it?
Better than
Did you like it? It was good.
better than American Sniper?
It was good. It was a lot better than American Sniper. Yeah.
Better than Birdman?
Burbank?
It's Birdman. Yeah, that movie Burbank that's bringing it in. Birdman, not better than Birdman.
Oh no,
Better than Theory of Everything?
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either.
It's close.
It's
like
close.
It's
similar
close.
movie, yeah.
They're like a classic movie.
It's a lot better than Birdman. I didn't like the story from Birdman.
You didn't like Birdman?
It's technically great.
Leave, Leo.
Just
Story is just
no. We're not going. We're not. I'm not taking the bait, Leo. I'm not taking the bait. But Imitation Game, they did this.
They buzzed? They did the old buzzer buzz?
Merk, merk.
What are you looking at?
To see if the truck was back there.
Oh, it's not.